It's Fun Day Monday, which means it's time to see what happened recently in the world of social media. X, formerly Twitter, has had a rough time in the last couple of days with not one, but two outages mere days apart from each other. Not only that, but info group Tech Transparency Project found evidence that X is giving US-sanctioned terrorists access to blue ticks on their platform. These accounts weren't just given ticks, but they were also verified, which means they'd been actively reviewed. Reddit took a hit this week when its stock saw a large drop. The reason for this was related to concerns around AI removing the need for discussions, but analysts state that human connection is still necessary. And Reddit has a lot of life left to it. TikTok made layoffs in the US this week after employees who worked for the TikTok shop were asked to work from home last Tuesday, since some would be receiving emails stating that their role had been cut.
You're fired.
Meta may also be looking at further layoffs after an internal memo asked people managers to rank a larger portion of their teams as performing below expectations. Maybe the platform needs to save some dollar, as in a bid to get more companies using their AI model Llama, they're literally paying startups to adopt the tech. And they are paying content creators up to $20,000 for referrals to Instagram. That being said, they are also likely swimming in legal fees amidst the FTC antitrust case. Meta rounded up their defense this week, though not before they attempted to ask a federal judge to drop the allegations.
Overruled.
However, the platform did receive a win in Germany though, when a court lent in favour of Facebook leveraging user data to train its AI systems. Lawmakers in Texas may be banning minors from using social media. They've already passed a bill to require age verification to be able to download certain apps, but are now considering an all-out ban on minors who want to access platforms like Instagram and TikTok. This could be considered appropriate to some, as over in Minnesota, tests carried out by a Gen Z non-profit and a journalist found Instagram failed when it came to protecting young users from sexually explicit or suggestive content that covered self-harm, suicide, and eating disorders. And that's it this week. I'll cover some of these stories in more detail over on my YouTube channel, and you can find links to all of the articles mentioned on my Substack. You can find ways to get there either in my post or on my bio, depending on where you're watching this. Otherwise, ciao for now.